You know what's interesting? When you look at life, when you look at the way that certain men move and the way that other men move at the same time, you notice that there are certain types of men who are always chosen, always getting the business deal, always getting the clients with ease, always attracting the most beautiful women that they want with ease. And the biggest reason for this is magnetism. This is something that a lot of people talk about in terms of esoterically. They talk about magnetism. Spiritually, they talk about magnetism. But what are the actual tangible ways to be able to be magnetic in today's society? See, a lot of the chosen men that exist today, the reason why they're chosen is for three reasons. One is their identity, who they are internally. Two is their self-image, which is also attached to their identity, how they perceive their identity. That's what self-image is. Three is the nervous system dominance mastery that they carry. Now, with these three different things, if you can master all of those things within yourself, you become magnetic, because what you start to broadcast to the world is congruent to who you are internally. A lot of men are not that. And here's the thing, with magnetism, it's also about charisma, right? Charisma is essentially something that is a skill within magnetism. How do you develop charisma? Well, charisma, by definition, is making people feel very, very good in your presence. You can make people feel good. And a lot of you might be saying, well, Martel, I don't care about what people think. I don't care about what people feel. Okay, great. You can bow out. You can bow out, and you don't have to claim any of the rewards that come with being charismatic. Because here's the thing. We live in a society where humans have to interact with humans whether they like it or not. You cannot duck off. You can't be in your room doing self-improvement and thinking that you can't go interact with people. You need to be interacting with people. If you want to make money, that comes with interacting with people. If it's online, it's about sales calls. It's about how do you present yourself to make yourself as attractive as possible and make that person feel good around you. People buy from people that they trust, right? And how do you trust somebody? Well, being magnetic allows for people to trust you. And the only way that people trust you is if the signal that you're broadcasting to them is congruent with the internal signal, the internal self-image that you have, the internal identity that you have. And a lot of men don't realize that they're trying to signal something that they're not. They're trying to signal this abundant, this guy who basically has everything put together on the outside, but internally they have scarcity mindsets, right? Internally, they don't actually believe that they have a level of abundance. And people can feel that incongruency, and it throws them off and it repels them to you. And I'll tell you, even from my experience, I've never always been the chosen guy, right? But now I do feel like everywhere I go, I do feel like a chosen guy. And you may be saying, well, Martel, that's narcissistic. How do you know that people choose you? Well, it's all about their interactions with me and whether they come up to me and they smile at me. Animals come up to me, animals smile at me, because there's this level of congruency that gives people the trust that you are who you say you are and that you are authentic. You're not fake. But it all starts with your identity. So what do you think about on a regular basis? Are you positive or are you negative? Do you have positive thoughts? Do you have negative thoughts? And when you have negative thoughts, do you reframe those negative thoughts into positive thoughts to where then it shifts into your beliefs? What are your beliefs about the world? What are your beliefs about yourself? Are they positive beliefs or are they negative beliefs, which are all based on accepted thoughts that you have? And then do you also then take those beliefs and transfer them into emotions, which is energy in motion? Well, how do you feel on a regular basis? Are you happy? Are you ambitious? Do you feel ambitious? Do you feel driven? Or do you feel depressed? Do you feel like the world is against you? Do you feel down all of the time, right? What is your emotional state? Because that then leads to certain actions that you take. And certain actions that you take all come down from that chain of command, right? And that allows for you to have a bulletproof identity that is positive. Now, with that identity, with all of those in mind, now you either project that identity or you perceive that identity as a specific archetype. And that is essentially your self-image, which is the archetype that you create for yourself. Whether you feel like you're an outlaw, whether you feel like you're a king, whether you feel like you're a warrior, whether you feel like you're a magician, somebody who can make things happen, whether you feel like you're a lover, somebody who's more of like a Casanova type. Now you have to align your identity with a specific archetype to create this self-image that you have internally that you will be projecting to the external environment. right? And when all of these things are congruent, now you will start to get people who are very comfortable around you. But it comes this last step, and before I even get into this last step, I have to throw a plug in there. If you're interested in building yourself up to be the most charismatic, the most magnetic person in order to live a free life, in order to build a lifestyle-based business, in order to attract beautiful women that you genuinely want, this is everything that I've done. I've packaged up into a system that I work with guys privately to do, and especially with building the lifestyle-based business, because I do believe I've mastered that. If that's something that you're interested in, again, link will be in the description. Tap in with me, one-on-one coaching from me, directly from me. You won't just be in a course and completely be left out. I put all of my energy into working with guys. It is $5K to start. That's my starting price. It goes up from there depending on the level of access you need from me. But I throw that out there because there are guys in here who are ready to step in the arena and ready to change their lives and ready to live a life of magnetism and charisma that allows for them to be financially free, to also be able to attract the best women that they possibly can, and to be able to live a life globally to where they don't need to be in one place and work a job that they hate. If that's something that you're interested in, again, links will be in the description. If you think that's too much, it's because you're not ready yet. Genuinely, and that's fine. You may not be ready for something like that. You may need to take time to figure it out. And again, I don't want to work with people who are half-stepping, who are not trying to step into who they truly want to be. Because for me, it took me full 100% coherence of I want to be this person to finally take the step and get into the life that I wanted and seek the mentorship and the guidance to learn how to do that. That shit changed my fucking life. If you want to keep your life the same, that's cool. But don't complain when you stay the same and you see other people going up and you wonder why. So links will be in the description if you're interested in that. But going back to this whole thing, the last step that I wanted to talk about was nervous system dominance. And not many people, especially in the male space, talk about the nervous system. This is essentially your reaction to life, your reaction to your external environments, and to you being in the arena of life. A lot of men have weak nervous systems that crash and break down, and they fall into fight or flight because they do not have the resiliency, and they also don't have the calibration to live the life that they truly want. When they get certain things, their nervous system crashes. When they get in front of a woman who's beautiful, their nervous system crashes. Because who they are internally doesn't reflect what they're presenting externally, which then signals to your body that what you're doing is unsafe because it's not congruent. It's not something that the nervous system can recognize as a pattern, because you've never put yourself through hardship. You've never actually stepped in the arena and got out of your own head. So because you're in your own head so much, you get these things where whenever you start to get the little things that you want, you will self-sabotage, you'll get out of it because you're always in your head. And so you have to start to have nervous system dominance, because when you get into rooms, when you start to talk to women, when you start to get into networks with other men and all of these types of things, what will happen is these men are essentially looking at how their nervous system reacts to you. And the best way that you can be charismatic, the best way that you can get what it is that you want and be magnetic, is to be a nervous system master. You have to be able to calibrate people's nervous system into a way that they feel safe around you. They don't have that fight or flight. You ever see a woman that completely gets repelled by a guy? It's because her nervous system started to have that fight or flight. Her cortisol started to go up. She started to feel stressed, not knowing why. That person was probably inauthentic. That person was probably being somebody that they weren't. That person was probably sparking this anxiety within them, and they had to leave. You have to be somebody who can go into a space and make everybody feel calm, because you are calm internally and you have a specific direction that you want to go, and you have specific beliefs that you have that are unwavered. A lot of people don't have this. A lot of people, they have shifting beliefs. They don't even believe in what it is that they say. Half the things that they say are just things that they just throw out there, but they don't genuinely believe it. There's no confidence in what it is that they have. You have to have a certain frame when you enter certain conversations with people, with women, with other men, where it becomes an unshakable frame that other people need to fall into to feel safe. Because everyone's looking for the leader. Women are looking for leaders. Men are looking for leaders. We biologically gravitate towards leaders. And the more that you can lead your life, and the more that you can lead other people's lives through your frame, and allow for people to bend into your frame, they will be more comfortable with you and they will always want to be around you. Women will want to be around you because you're the leader. You know things. You're able to guide them on certain things. You have this calmness to you, which all stems from breathing. This is what people don't talk about, the nervous system. It is all about the breath. So to calibrate your nervous system, one, you need to get into very strenuous things. You should be lifting heavy and regulating your breathing and synchronizing your breathing with your lifts. You should be going to take cold showers in the morning. I'm not a big proponent of cold showers in terms of self-improvement, but in terms of nervous system dominance, powerful. You get in there, you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you breathe out for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds. You're training your breath to start to, and breathe deep into your diaphragm. Everywhere that you go, you should be breathing through your stomach. Basically, Elliot Holst used to say this, breathe through your balls, because that allows for a sense of calmness in your aura that allows for people to be gravitated towards you, because you're in a state of calmness, and everyone is seeking calmness nowadays. People are not seeking fight or flight. People aren't seeking something to where they feel like they're always antsy and jittery. They want to feel calm. That's why people, they love foods that make them feel calm. They love movies that make them feel calm. They love all kinds of interactions. See what I'm saying? You got to be at a point where, man, people just feel safe around you to just do goofy shit behind you. This is just, when I start going out in the wild, y'all start to see. People always gravitate towards people with calm nervous systems. My breathing is so regulated that people just feel a sense of calmness. Animals don't get scared. If animals are not approaching you, that means that your nervous system is fucked and your identity is incongruent. Simple. The signals that you broadcast are not internal. There's not a state of calmness within you, right? So you got to understand that. So yes, cold exposure, regulating your breathing, heavy lifting, regulating your breathing, meditation, regulating your breathing, breathing deeper so that you can trigger that sense of calmness is exactly what you need to do to be able to get what it is that you want when it comes to social interactions, when it comes to making people feel safe. And I hope this was very valuable for you, and I'd like to give you guys a ton of value, because I believe that I know a lot of things that can help certain people. There are certain people who are arrogant, who believe they know everything. But if you knew everything, you wouldn't be watching YouTube videos all day. You would be out making shit happen. And you wouldn't be trying to seek information. But I know that you need to know these things because you know that there are certain aspects of yourself that you want to improve, because you know that's going to help you in life. You know that's going to get you more money. You know that's going to get you more attraction with women. You know that's going to get you the free, sovereign life that you truly desire. And that's what I have for you guys. So again, if you're interested in working with me, link will be in the description. If you scoff at that price, again, I'm doing this shit on purpose because I don't want people who are leakers, people who are just leeches trying to take, and never actually work with the person that's actually changing their life on a regular basis. It's just a fact. And that's me getting out of scarcity mindset, because I have that shit sometimes to where I think, oh, well, I should just hide this. I shouldn't really talk about it. And then I get people who DM me and say, Martel, like, I didn't know that you offered this. I'd love to work with you. I've been wanting to work with you, but I didn't know where to go. That's where you go. Or you DM me on Instagram privately and you tell me your situation, and we can create a custom transformation just for you with frameworks that I've used, that have worked for me, that have worked with hundreds of other people. So again, I appreciate you. Programs also will be in the description if you're interested in fitness, improving your fitness, if you're interested in improving your charisma, your communication skills, the way that I communicate. If you're interested in upgrading your identity, I have that as well. If you're interested in building a YouTube personal brand, I have a course around that. If you don't want to work with me one-on-one because that's too pricey for you, get the course. That shit has helped people literally double, if not triple, their income within a month. And I'm not just exaggerating. Look at the testimonials. So again, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.